addressing common questions for answering the seller property condition disclosure. This week's Q&A with Kylie is geared around how to properly complete the South Carolina property condition disclosure and addendum. First of all, let me preface that this is extremely important. How you answer the questions on this disclosure can impact your liability as a seller. The purpose is to pass along some history regarding your property and its condition to your prospective buyers. You must be honest and fully disclose any issues regarding the property to your knowledge. If you don't know the answer to a question, that's okay. However, you should first pull the disclosure from when you purchased the home to use as a resource, because forgetfulness can cost you big time. If you still don't know an answer, that's when you would want to check unknown or no representation. Otherwise, truthfully check yes or no. Another important note, please read the instructions. Many sellers skip the instructions and assume the questions and fill out the entire disclosure backwards. The vast majority of the disclosure is asking, do you have any actual knowledge concerning? So if the question is about water pressure, it's asking if there are any issues regarding the water pressure, not that you have water pressure. Next, do not leave any blanks. Blanks can be red flag. If a question doesn't apply, write none or NA for non-applicable. Now, if you live in a neighborhood with an HOA, it's a really great idea to call your communitization management company prior to completing the property disclosure addendum and ask all of the questions to ensure you're filling it out properly. They will be more than happy to help you. If you can't reach anyone though, fill it out to the best of your ability, but first let me clarify some questions for you. If you pay HOA dues, fill that out at the top and include all of the HOA management company's phone number and email. This is so important so buyers can verify questions they may have prior to writing an offer, hopefully. Better that they do that due diligence before and you don't get an offer than to put your home back on the market because of a lack of information about your neighborhood. Also, if you pay HOA dues, please do not check no for question number 1, asking if there are association charges or common area expenses. That might seem obvious, but I can promise you that one gets filled out incorrectly all the time. Also, this entire addendum is only inquiring about the HOA. So, for example, the question asking about parking spaces and garages is not in reference to your personal property. This question best applies to attached properties, such as condos and townhomes, where you may have a number of designated parking spaces or garage space that you may either own or have the ability to rent through the HOA for an additional expense. Lastly, let me expand on the last question about transfer fees. Transfer fees can be anything from just that, transfer fees, also referred to as capital contribution, working capital, or even estoppel fees, etc. Most HOAs in the Charleston area, though, have either a transfer fee or a capital contribution, or both. It's a nice welcome to the neighborhood fee, and although it might not seem fair, it covers administrative expenses mostly, and just goes towards bettering the community in the future. So it's important to note that if you have multiple HOAs, such as master plan community, having a property association covering the entire community, as well as an HOA for each individual subdivision, or if you live in a townhome neighborhood that also has single family homes, you usually have 2 HOAs covering completely separate expenses. If this applies to you and your home, make sure to disclose information for both HOAs. If you have any additional questions beyond this, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I am happy to further clarify any questions you may have. Also, If you have any other questions in general regarding real estate, I would be honored to answer them. So please shoot me a message, an email, direct message, whatever platform you are on watching this video, and I'd be happy to get back with another Q&A with Kylie to answer your very pressing real estate questions.